Hello, welcome to AFcast. I am your host Malcolm, and today I am here with my co-host Bryce A and Bryce M. And we're going to be starting a new series called Experiences in Gaming. This is obviously the first one. And we're basically going to have different topics every now and then, but today's topics are just like funny stories and stuff that we have. So yeah, do either of you want to start us right off the bat?
Not particularly.
Okay, well...
Anakin car.
Right before the podcast, Bryce A and I were playing Halo 2. And I don't know what made us start doing this.
Can you ramp it?
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's how it started, though, was we were going over all the ramps and the ghosts.
Oh, yeah,
and then we
true.
started saying, can you ramp it? And then all of a sudden you just randomly started going, yeet! Yeet!
Yeah, we just kept doing yite on everything, and then we...
Yite on everything.
We
said that so casually. We just started doing yite.
But we didn't stop there at jumps. No, we every time that we did anything, we pretty much just started going yite, and we found it to be the best thing ever. We were literally dying. We were on the floor just like laughing our asses off. It was great. So yesterday, Bryce M and I were also playing the Division 2, and I don't know how, some weird bug in the game, but I got a negative accuracy after a mission. Because there's a thing that you can see your statistics for the mission. I crashed halfway through the mission, so we think that was what like went wrong. But I had a negative accuracy by the time we finished the mission. I have no idea why or how, but I had a negative accuracy somehow. Negative 11%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So after the mission, I kind of usually will just glance at the statistics. I don't look into it for depth or anything. And I just kind of glanced at his accuracy and it was negative 11. I'm like, wait, what the heck? And I pointed it out to him.
Yeah. Didn't you say something like giving the enemy, like I was giving the enemy bullets to shoot me with?
Yeah.
It was so bad. And then another glitch in the Division 2 that was happening. It wasn't happening that day, but like it just randomly would happen where essentially it would look like I'm shoveling with an invisible shovel, because it kept having this glitch where basically I kept pulling out a gun in like a safe area or something like that, so it didn't like want to be pulling it out. And it would stop. And it would essentially look like I was shoveling something because I kept doing the motion of grabbing a gun and like pulling it out. So stop! You're making this worse.
Sorry, I'm so immature. I can't help it.
Every day I'm shoveling.
Oh my gosh. This is so bad already.
I don't know what you expected.
And then there's also the one time we were doing a mission in the Division 2, and then one of the guys, he died and he just flew up into the air and started doing a T-pose.
That happens all the time in games.
No, but like he literally just jumped up in the air and started doing a T-pose, and the sun was behind him, so he looked like a freaking angel doing a T-pose. He was like wearing a ballistics mask with like an AR in his hand, and he was doing a T-pose, and with like the...
He's the angel that fell.
He was the aura all around him from the sun. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was hilarious though.
So I had the other day, yesterday, I can't talk. It's because school's out, my brain just quits functioning.
What's a brain?
Exactly. But, I was playing a, MX motorcycle game, and, a bunch of my friends were playing too, and we go over this ramp, and, all these bikes collide, and, the bodies on the bikes and the bikes just explode and go all over the place. And one of my friends said, who was way behind us watching, said it looked like a firework just went off. It was the funniest thing ever. Ugh.
Some of the best moments we have, though, is when we're playing, Call of Duty with random class.
Oh, gosh.
While doing random classes in custom games. I remember the one time it was just Bryce and I.
My cousin just joined.
No, Bryce and I. Well, there was that. That was kind of funny.
It just comes in and just starts.
Yeah.
What the heck?
But there was another time we were playing on Seaside in BO4. And I was standing on top of this ATV, and my random class was literally just a grenade, and his was a rocket launcher, was the Helion Salvo. And I was standing there. I couldn't see Bryce at all or anything like that. And I waited. I saw him turn the corner, and I did an emote where essentially my character puts a thumbs up. As soon as my thumb went up, I just see this rocket shoot out of the rocket launcher, hit me dead in the center of the chest, and then there was just blood everywhere.
I'm pretty sure I caught your one of your lungs.
Only?
Yeah, but I was gone. I just disintegrated. It was so funny.
Or the fact that in those custom games, I also learned that I can only use non-ordinary weapons to get kills.
Oh yeah, this dude will he'll get the most OP weapon setup ever and lose, like the Sogs or the freaking Titan or something like that, and then this man gets a pistol with no attachments on it and owns us.
Or even just the combat knife.
Or even just the combat knife, yeah.
Me and you go ham when we get the combat knife on it.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
You were Bodamari.
Another one that I had was this one is a classic. I'm pretty sure we were playing BO4, and I kept getting killed by this one guy or
oh my gosh, yes, I remember this.
And as soon as I killed him, I screamed at the top of my lungs, "How do you like my revenge nuts in your mouth?"
Yeah, so then I went onto Discord after that, and I quoted him and put Bryce 2019, and then put a little copyright symbol, and then pinned it on the Discord.
It is still there to this day.
It is still there to this day. Oh my gosh. I also a lot of they're God dang it.
You and me, bro. Both.
What is wrong with you two?
School is out. I am not authorized. I'm not allowed. Those are the wrong words to use. To use English properly and grammatically correct.
What the heck was that? Grammatically.
It was his drain bramage.
Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Some also great moments that happen is when we're playing Siege. Siege is so dumb sometimes. I remember
can't atone to this.
You can sort of atone to this. You'll understand it at least because you played it some. But there was one time I was playing Montaigne, which he has a fully extendable shield, and it was me versus two people. It was me versus a Clash and a Capcan. We're on the plane map, presidential plane, and I was on the stairs that leads up to the cabin or to the cockpit. And this Capcan runs behind me, trying to shoot me in the back while the Clash is in front of me. So I literally just started spinning in circles as fast as I could, and they couldn't hit me at all. I ended up lowering my shield, meleeed the Capcan, and then downed the Clash, and then shot her for just a execution. And oh my gosh, it was so great.
Yeah, when that happened, I was outside the plane as Glaz, and he was freaking out, and I was so confused what was happening.
I was like, no, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. It was so
I'm
great.
just sitting there like, what?
I also remember while we were playing Siege, Bryce was playing Blitz, and he was pushing into Hammam on Fortress, and he had his shield up, and the Jaeger was shooting him while he was in Hammam. And he hip fired at the ankles. He was aimed, his hip fire was aimed at the ankle. You could see the laser sight on the Jaeger's ankle. And it headshot the Jaeger. And he kept firing because he didn't realize it. Because it's literally, the most RNG thing ever. The Jaeger must have been so pissed.
And he was, across the room, too. And I just kind of, walked around the corner, fired a shot, and he just died. And I'm like, wait, what?
It was so bad. It was just so bad. I was also playing Nomad on the new map Outback, and I don't think you were there. I think I was there with Tyler. And I shot a Nomad trap because I knew that there was an Ella that was going to try to run out on me, and I wasn't expecting her to run out so fast. So she ran out pretty much as soon as I put the trap down. She got shot away. And I went to go shoot her, but I forgot to flip off the air jab that I had. And so I shot it again, and she got air jabbed again. And then I finally switched to my pistol and killed her. It was so bad because I just juggled her body around the map.
I thought you were about to say something else.
it was stupid.
I only really have one funny Siege moment, and that was I was playing it here with Malcolm because I have it for PC and they all have it for console, and I didn't have it installed at the time. I haven't played Siege then for like a couple years for that, and I'm playing it here and I'm doing Terrorist Hunt because I'm too big of a baby to play even a casual match. So I'm playing as Sledge, and I go to Sledge open a door. And as soon as the door opens, there's just a suicide bomber there and blows me up instantly.
Yeah, he hammered the door, and then as soon as he opened the door, I just see this red light just take up the entire screen, and then I just see his body get flown across the garage.
I hate those suicide bombers so much.
It was so bad.
And then you have the one time on Favela.
Oh my god.
I was holding a long angle through football. And I was looking like through a doorway over the top of like this bar through another doorway.
Yeah, it was like a counter thing.
Yeah, and I was waiting for someone to walk through that doorway because I would be protected by the bar then. And I was just sitting there watching. I was there for probably 45 seconds, and then all of a sudden, from like right behind the bar itself, a head just pops up right next to my reticle, and it scared the crap out of me. Then I just flicked onto him and headshot him, but it's like I expected to see someone actually walk into the room, not just appear out of nowhere.
It was funny though, because then it went onto the replay, and all you see is this little head just rise up and just get domed instantly. I just remember when I was playing, we were doing recruit rushes because we were just like, screw it, on casual, and we were on Fortress, and I heard someone breaking into the bathroom, so I ran into the bathroom, and they were also recruit rushing apparently. I shot one recruit, and then there's 3 others that were outside of that window. I killed all 3 of them with the M870 just shooting. They had no idea what was going on. It was so great.
It's the best gun in the game.
Oh my gosh. I just remember when someone bet that you couldn't get an ace with Tachanka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Because then, he got an ace with Tachanka.
Was it I can't remember. It was a random, wasn't it?
I think so.
Because it was either a random or John or Tyler.
No, it was a random.
Okay. Yeah, a random bet that I couldn't get an ace with Tachanka, and then the very next round I aced with Tachanka.
It was so great. Yeah, but randoms are so weird in Siege, I swear. They're so just... I don't
People
know.
are just weird. Not
People
even
are
random,
just weird.
People.
Yeah, sometimes they'll like praise you for being slightly good if you have like a noob on your team or something like that, or they'll say you're trash when you're like top of the leaderboard and you're like, I don't understand.
And you have 11 kills and they have 0.
Yeah.
Trash because you can't clutch around.
Yeah, that's yeah, I don't understand that stuff. I remember our like first time playing in this group, we played PUBG.
Oh god.
And we were so stupid.
We still are.
We still are, yeah.
Stupid for life.
But essentially, we were just kind of screwing around. We were each in our own vehicle. And I was on a motorcycle. Bryce was in a Jeep. And to me, or no, I think it was the other way around. I think I was in the Jeep.
It was the other way around.
Yeah, I was in the Jeep. You were in the motorcycle, and then Tyler was in another Jeep. And I was going down the hill, and on Bryce's screen, it looked like he was gonna pass behind me. But then my Jeep lagged back, and he rammed straight into the side of my Jeep, and we literally went sky high. We both died instantaneously. Tyler was like, what the frick is going on? And then he starts to ride away, and he's picking up the loot off of our body, and then this other group in a Jeep comes and just smacks him in the face. Like, because they just run him over with the Jeep, not knowing that he was even there. Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
Yeah, on my screen it was so weird because, as he said, he had like gone past me. I'm like, okay, I'm clear, so I drive behind him, and then all of a sudden my bike just starts getting pulled along in the air, and then we just both blow up. And it was like...
Yeah, my Jeep just started rolling randomly.
Yeah.
Like, it just started rolling out of control. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, that's what we do all the time. We always do these caravans where we all are just in our separate vehicle, and we'll just like ride side by side, and whenever we see enemies, we all just attack them with the vehicles. We don't even try to shoot them, we just chase after them.
50% of the time it works 100% of the time.
I agree. And then there's Bryce A, who will just always go for a vehicle no matter what and try to ram people, even when we'll be playing seriously and we'll be like, it will be like second place or something like that. There's another squad. Bryce just runs like half a mile to grab a motorcycle and starts running into all of them and somehow kills all 4.
Still not as bad as how I would always just grab a bike and start doing backflips.
Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, he was just doing he just kept going back and forth, like doing backflip over a mountain. He was the last alive, so he was just screwing around, and then he gets headshot by this sniper mid-air.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
But whenever like we would be doing something, I would just randomly just start going over any hill I could on a motorcycle, just screaming backflip and doing flips over everything.
I just remember we were playing Division 2, and it was like Bryce A's first time playing Division 2. And he finds this one spot in the air and space. Oh, no, it was all of our first time. It was all of our first time playing. And he just, like, we were fighting and everything like that. And then Bryce A just, like, come into my hiding spot. Like, he just whispers it super quietly, and we're like, what? And we look, and he's literally in the corner with a giant cardboard, like, slab just in front of him. And he's just hiding in the corner. Because apparently you could walk through it and then, like, take cover in the corner. And so we all were just in there fighting all of the enemies through the cardboard. It was so bad. It's so funny, though. Now it's a thing that we always do whenever we go into the Air and Space Museum. Yeah, it's stupid.
Awkward silence. Alright, I guess I'll go then. So, I have these things with racing games. That's just it. That's all you need to know.
Just things with racing games.
Because all the racing game ones are crashing. Like, I play NASCAR all the time. I play Forza. Pretty much, I just go on the fastest track, and I'll just go the opposite direction as all the other cars. And I'll just hit the cars head on full speed. And, like, in NASCAR, you'll get about 6 cars just get launched in the air, and they just go flying. And it's probably the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, you just love driving backwards on the tracks all the time.
It's fun.
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos on, like, the Xbox app. They're so funny to watch sometimes. It's great. I also remember one time we were playing Apex. It was me, Bryce, and Tyler, which is somebody that we play with.
Which Bryce?
Bryce M. Nyeh. All right. This is so weird. And essentially Tyler, for some reason, he got downed, and we revived him, and for some reason he was going super slow. Like, he was running in slow motion, and I was playing Bangalore. So while he was running in, like, super slow motion, I put smokes around him, and it was, like, the super dramatic thing of him running out of the smokes in slow motion. It was so great.
Yeah, like, he was going as if he was, like, still down, just crawling, but he was in the sprint animation, so he was just moving, like...
Yeah, because it was going the same speed as him crawling if he was downed. It was weird.
Or then you have an Apex when Malcolm had downed this guy, and he had a Peacekeeper. And I had no gun.
Oh my gosh.
So I was sitting there, and he had full health and a full blue shield, the Peacekeeper, and I had blue shield.
And you had no weapons.
Yeah, I had no weapons, and I started punching him, and he started running away after missing like 4 shots, and he ran to the building.
He hit you. He hit you until you're like 1 health.
Yeah, that's what it was. But then he missed every shot after that, so he ran into the building that Malcolm was downed in. Mm-hmm. And I chased him into it. And so he kind of juked me and went to run back out the door, but Malcolm closed it right in his face. So I punched him one more time, then he got out of the door. And I knew he was really low, but I wouldn't be able to catch up to him. And I see this Prowler on the ground. So I just pick it up, aim out the window, and shoot him in the back as he ran away with 1 bullet, which killed him.
It was so bad.
Beast.
Yeah, I still love how I just, like... Bryce is like, oh no, he's running away, and I was just like, wait, I got this, and I just closed the door on it. Oh my gosh. I just remember when we were playing Apex, I think this was us 2, it was all 3 of us.
You know, us 2, not referring to who
I
was
saying us 2, and like, I was talking about the Bryces and me, I don't know why I thought 2 then, but all 3 of us were playing, And there's this weird thing you can do where you start to climb something, but instead of like fully climbing it, you can just hold onto the ledge.
Yeah, let's see, like peek over the ledge to see if there's anyone on the other side.
Yeah, so all three of us were doing that. Like we were being funny. We were just doing that. We were looking around, and we just see this group underneath of us running past us, completely unaware that we existed. They just run past us, and we're just like, and then we sneak up behind them and kill them all. It was so great. It was so funny. I also remember when Bryce A and I were playing the first division, actually. This was right before the second division came out. And we were just in this random lobby with people, and we just started doing random emotes just to amuse each other. And then these other people started joining us.
7 people doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, there was 7. It was basically the entire lobby. I think there was only 2 people in the entire lobby that weren't joining us. And we ended up making a dance circle where we would all stand in a circle, and then people would go into the center and do like dances and stuff like that. It was so funny. It was so bad though. Like the first thing that we did was we got in a line and we all started doing jumping jacks just in a line.
It's a conga line.
Something like that. But yeah, it's just so bad. I also remember I was playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. I was playing one of the DLCs. It was like what was it? Narco Road, I think is what it's called. Yeah. And there was this car that spotted me on the road, so I started driving away, and I just kind of stopped. I drove down this road that like civilians don't drive down at all, or anyone really drives down, and they were chasing me down the road. And I got out of the car, after I got a good distance away. I just put a mine down on the road. I just take a couple of steps back. Right before it hits the mine, I just move to the right. And this car starts to like drift to try and hit me still. And it hits the mine and it just starts doing barrel rolls down the rest of the road. And explodes. It was great. And I was like, how do you like me now?
How do you like my revenge nuts?
How do you like my revenge nuts in your mouth?
And then another Ghost Recon thing was me, John, Tyler, and Malcolm were playing. Or was Tyler there?
Yeah, Tyler was there.
Yeah, Tyler was there. And
At least if I'm remembering what you're saying.
Yeah. And we were attacking the FIB Jaguar Unidad base. And we alerted them like very, very quickly. So they were all like trying to attack us. So I just hid in a bush. Like, what else would I do?
Oh no, you were playing solo.
No, I wasn't. I definitely had at least John and Tyler with me.
Okay, so then I wasn't there then.
Okay. But I was hiding in a bush and then these Unidad just don't see me. And like 20 of them come up all around me. And somehow they don't see me even though I'm like I had some of them.
No, they're all aiming at you. They're all aiming at you and like looking at you. Like cuz I watched the video that you took. Like they're all standing there like surrounding you, like aiming at you and looking at you, but for some reason they weren't spotting you.
Yeah, they had their guns pointed at me but couldn't like shoot me or spot me or anything. And there's like 20 of them, as I said. So my solution is just drop a C4 at my feet and blow it up and just kill myself and all of them.
Yeah, it's great. I thought you were talking about when we were all 4 of us were playing and we because we were waiting for Tyler to get on. So we gathered as many different types of vehicles as we could and gathered them all in one spot in the salt flats. And then Tyler got on and he was like, what is this? And then he starts going to the center of it. And so John, Bryce, and I, we all just pull out a grenade launcher and like C4 and stuff, and we just blew it up, and Tyler was right in the middle of it. So the entire thing just erupted into a giant explosion, and he died very quickly.
Yeah, we had been working for like 45 minutes just collecting like probably over like 40 cars.
And the thing is, they're all different.
Yeah.
They're all different like vehicles. Like none of them were 2 of a kind. So it was very bad. So kind of the last story, at least that I'm going to tell. I don't know if you guys have any last minute ones.
I don't have really any good ones left.
But essentially, it was Tyler, John, Bryce, M, and I. We were playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and we were chasing after this lieutenant, and we were all in our separate cars. We were all in separate vehicles, because I think we were... No. I think we were actually racing. We were racing, and there was this lieutenant, so I started just chasing the lieutenant just for fun. And we finally had, like, destroyed the lieutenant's car enough where they started diving out. But the thing is, I hit the car really hard right as the guy was diving out. So he's still in the animation. So the car was just spinning in circles mid-air because I hit it off a cliff while the guy was still doing the animation of diving out. So his body was somehow just floating in a circle around the car because it still had the animation of him like diving out of the vehicle. And then after he dove out, John had jumped off of the cliff as well and hit the lieutenant mid-air with his Lamborghini. It was so bad.
Yeah. And then you have the time you and me were playing and we were going after guy for a mission. We had to like capture him and he was driving away. And we had damaged his vehicle enough, but I was like trying to hit it one more time really quick, so I was kind of going up next to him to try to spin him out as he jumped out. So I was like on the left side right as he jumped out, and I just perfectly hit him as he was jumping out and instant killed him.
Oh my gosh.
Because like literally you just see the door start to open and just dead.
Oh, I remember when we set up a trap for a convoy that was coming after us, and we destroyed both of the... We were, like, standing in the middle of the road, and it was coming towards us. We had, like, C4 placed and everything like that. We destroyed the escort cars in the front and the back of it. So the other vehicles started trying to get away, and it started driving right towards us. We were lighting it up, and the driver ended up diving out, and the truck started to turn. Because the guy like dove out of the vehicle and it stopped like right in front of us. It was totally an action movie scene. It was so cool. And it was funny as well because Bryce was literally like 2 inches away from like the edge of it, and like the front of the vehicle was just like pointed at me. And we were just like, oh, okay. But yeah, so if we have no other stories, trust me, if we do this again, we will have plenty more stories because we do stupid stuff every day that we find hilarious.
We could probably get 5 new funny stories within a day.
Oh, yeah, probably. But yeah, so that's all that we are going to be talking about today. Make sure you check out our social media on Twitter and Instagram, and then also Discord. We also have a website for the podcast and also some YouTube channels and a Twitch stream. Then we also have DJ Augie, which is Bryce A right here, that made the music for the podcast. And he's actually wearing a shirt right now for DJ Augie, which is pretty cool. And I still want one, by the way.
Hold on, man. I'm trying.
Yeah, so that's all that we were going to be talking about today. I hope you guys look forward to other ones where we'll be talking about, like, just, like, we might have other topics, like, badass stuff, or I don't know, it's the only other one I can think of right now. So, but besides all of that, game on.